Hello, everyone. Ann Lindsay here, co-hosting with Elizabeth Blanchard on When Things Go Wrong in the Delivery. And I'm going to preface a little bit before you even get to the delivery. These things that I'm going to suggest that could happen, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when, and they have happened to all of us. For example, you drive all the way there, or mass transit all the way there, and you have forgotten the items that you were delivering, or some of the items you were delivering. Or you went to a new appointment and you've forgotten your jailbird bag with your materials. Oi. I think the most important little nugget on that note is you are a professional. He is probably a professional. Everybody makes mistakes. Do not fall on your sword. Be matter of fact, apologize, be nice, reschedule, and just move on. It does happen. So the next possible thing that could go wrong is that you get there and he is not. So he has, he's a no-show. He's blown you off, or he's forgotten, or whatever. And I created a happy mindset about this multiple years ago, because I started realizing they're kind of fair, it seems. And when he's blown you off, it seems like the order next time is even better. So I like to say to myself a little, woohoo, all right, I know the next time is going to be a good one. So I do, to try and prevent that, confirmation is important, because sometimes technology, calendar invites, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes a guy will make an appointment from his office number, and I'll think I can text him, and I'll text him, hey, Bob, see you, in a couple hours, and I don't hear back, which is probably somewhat normal, and I realize I've been texting his office. So when I set up a new client that I'm going to go see, I want to make sure I'll say, do you text? And maybe, then I'll say, I'm just going to send you a text that says, hi, it's Ann, so we are connected. Okay. All right, so let's say you arrive and conditions are not optimal. Maybe there are, screaming kids, chaos, if it's at home. If it's in the office, very common to have a guy who is so distracted behind his desk. His computer is binging, his phone's binging, his desk phone is ringing, and you feel like you're, herding cats. You can't get him to focus. So preemptively, when I make the appointment, really nice to say, Bob, can you transfer me to your assistant so I can schedule a conference room for us? Everything is different in a conference room. It's like this magical private space. It is really, really a good idea. If that's not available for whatever reason, and Bob takes a phone call, okay, he takes a phone call. But when he's taken his second phone call, or it looks like he's answering an email or something, again, you are a professional, so you sit back, and I, kind of square my shoulders a little bit, and I wait very purposefully until he turns back to me, and then maybe another couple seconds to say, are you sure? Are we together now? And I think it's okay to say, I do value your time, and I want to make this appointment go quickly for you, because I understand that part of the beauty of the service and part of our relationship is for me to make this convenient and easy for you. What I need from you right now is if you will give me, fill in the blank, X amount, 20 minutes, 15, 7 more, whatever, minutes of focus, then this will be the easiest thing that wardrobe experience you've ever had, because I will have everything right. I will understand your fits. I will have your sizes, know what you like, and it'll be all good from there. So can you hang in there with me just for a little bit? Okay. How about when you get there and there is a wife, girlfriend, significant other that has a problem? First of all, a lot of times this is not about the clothes. Totally, it's not about you, not about the clothes. I have had some, wives say something snarky like, wow, I don't buy myself $1,000, dresses. And it's a little uncomfortable. And I just try to jump right in and be really light with it and diffuse it a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally get you. I never have either. But this is going to be Bob's lucky suit, and he is going to make a ton of money wearing this suit, and then he's going to buy you that new dress, right, Bob? And then kind of we try to go on from there. Sometimes a wife, significant other will feel the need to sort of dissect something that you think or he think fits well. Part of that, again, not about the clothes so much. There's a little bit of a power thing going on. Basically, who the heck are you that just walked in? So again, I love to make that spouse, wife, an ally immediately. When I meet a new wife, I'm saying, oh my gosh, I am so glad, especially on a delivery, so glad that you are here today, because you weren't here when we were, when we first selected everything, and we really, really want to make sure that you like what we picked. So that's probably that little piece. So let's move on to Elizabeth, new topic, which is you've arrived and you're ready to start the appointment. Okay, so you have brought the garments, and a big piece of this can be, of the success of this, can be set up by what you do next. When you make him emotionally connect, fall in love with what he's bought before he even puts it on, you are ahead of the game. So just like we spend time steaming and or pressing and making his things beautiful, I don't just hand him our garment bag and say, go put this on. I fondle it a little bit. I lay it down and I will take it out of the bag, and I will ask him to feel the fabric, because that's the best part. Feel how gorgeous this is. Feel how soft and luxurious, and look at the details that you picked. Look, this is the lapel you picked, and this is these are the buttons, and especially if you did anything sexy, like maybe on the lapel you did a contrast stitch, and look inside. Look at, here's the the lining, and there's your label with your initials, and so he is excited about it before he even puts it on. I will give him, again, we're going to be optimistic and assume that you are delivering outfits, so I'm going to give him the shirt and the trousers, and keep whatever, if there's a jacket, keep the jacket. So I give him the shirt and the trousers. Want to make sure I'm not jumping ahead. No, okay, shirt and trousers, and he goes in another room and he puts them on. So a couple things are going to happen when he comes back, or one of, I guess, three things. The first is he's going to come back and he's going to say, you say, the protocol is, he comes in, you light up, big smile, and you say, you look great. How does it feel? And then wait. Okay, that's what you do. Now, he is going to do one of three things. One, he's going to say, this feels amazing. And I literally, last week, had a client, whatever, my age, say, I have never put a pair of pants on that felt this good in my life. Yes. Okay, so he loves it. And you guys will, you still, even if he loves it, you will do your fitting due diligence, right? So you will say, excellent. And you'll say, stand in front of me, and, and you'll get his posture right. They never do the top button. So you'll say, do the top button, even if it's a sport shirt, because I want to see, if we replicated this fit for something you wear a tie with, would that work? And so he does the button. Okay. And then I go behind him and I'm looking at how the shirt fits him, in the shoulders. Sleeves are good. And so if there's no issues, we just, we go right down trousers. I look at the back end. If I see something minor, and something minor could be, for an example, there might be a little extra puff in the, little shirt fat, might be a little extra fabric in a sleeve, might be, I might notice that a shoulder is hanging a little low, could be brought up, maybe a little extra around the waist. And trousers, I might notice there's a little butt droop. These are all minor things. If If he's good, I'm good. But I'll make a little mental note, and when I go back to the car, I will adjust his fit for the next time. Okay, so that's the woohoo. The second option is he will come out and he'll say, because when you get all emotionally connected, he wants it to be good too, and he wants to please me by it being good, and everybody wants to be happy. So he'll come out and he'll say, it feels great, but, and he will point out something that isn't working for him. And that's the best kind of client. That's great, because then the two of you can look at that and solve the problem. And I'm going to teach you my little magic word that I share with my team, and a little sound, and that sound is And what does mean? Means not, oh my God, I've screwed this up, it's got to go back, there's no time, he's going to hate me, he's got to wear it in 2.5 weeks, this is a disaster, I hate my life, this is not working. No, just means let's figure it out together. So, all right, did something happen with the measurement? So, couple measurements, not all of his measurements, couple measurements in the affected area to see if that number stays the same. Maybe a little bit of conversation about, what you're measuring, my measurement was good, except I realized this is just our first fitting, and I realized that I didn't interpret your desire for tailored but not too tight, what that meant. And so, not to worry, everything's fine, totally going to make this right. Let's look at the other areas. Let's start at the top and work our way down and make sure that we know what does work. Okay? So, we start at the top, and I asked him to do the button. How is that? How does that feel? Is that part okay? Yeah, okay. So, how about the shoulders? Feel okay? Now, I'm going to interject something. You all know about that, like the zombie thing. When a guy is doing the zombie, it's okay to say to him, Bob, the motion that you're making is a dramatic one, right? It is a big motion. And the concept of fit for you with your clothing is on a continuum between very fitted, very close to the body, one could say very fashion forward, very fitted, or even the negative connotation would be restricted, restrictive, constricting, right? And over here, which is, put my hand on the screen, which is super comfortable, right? Just couldn't be more comfortable, loose, and baggy, which equates to sloppy, and maybe even a little bit of looking like you're wearing your dad's suit? No. So my job as a stylist, as we work together, is to find that place on the continuum which is as close to fitting your body as possible without you feeling overly constricted. So that's why if this motion is one that you need to do throughout the day, then we need to choose a larger size for you that allows you to do that, understanding that it will be too big for you in all the other moments of your day. If this jacket really, if all you need to do is be able to type and, drive the car, then let's just make sure you have enough room for that. And it's going to look great all the other times of the day. So that was my little side divulsion into that. So we go down the list and we just look at all the attributes that do fit all the way down one by one until we realize that there was, we can quantify the aspect that didn't fit. And it could be just as simple as the sleeves are too short. This is the thing to do when a guy comes out and makes a blanket statement. He says, number 3, possibility number 3. Remember, number 1 was, it feels great, I love it. Number 2 was, it feels great, but one concern. And number 3 is, he comes out and he says, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit is not an acceptable response for a multi-dimensional garment. So again, start at the top, work your way down, determine what aspects don't fit, and to what degree, so that you can put in a reorder successfully. Okay. After his shirt and his trousers, obviously I'm going to ask him to put on his jacket, and we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to inspect sleeve length, and we're going to look at the the fit of the jacket. It's probably going to be great. Might need a tweak. He might feel that it's a little loose, in the tummy. He might feel it's a little snug. You might notice a collar roll if it's which is in the back here. If it's slight, do nothing, because those, after you wore a jacket a few times, all those ease out. In fact, I've said to a client, the worst this jacket will ever fit you is right now, this moment, because it's brand new. You can reassure him that small, easy tailoring like sleeve length and that sort of thing, little nipping and waist and hip nipping and tucking is no problem. You'll take care of it for him, and then you can adjust future orders so that it's perfect right out of the box. So, okay, we talked about that, and I'm thinking that I'm done. Elizabeth, I hope whatever I omitted, I know that you will add. So, bye-bye, everybody. Hope that it was a good session for you, and thanks for letting me come to you remotely. Take care. Bye.